Ja. Einfach immer noch Mais ist einfach für mich das Minusgeschäft. Sprüzi. Ich fand es glaube ich gar nicht so salzig, ne? Okay. Auf jeden Fall schön zart. Wenn du eine Pizza in den USA isst und eine
So that was Orizuru here in Heidelberg, the probably most beautiful city in Germany. And I'm here with Kev. You see the city of Heidelberg in the background. Lots of nice river sites here. And I can really recommend coming here, but not necessarily for the ramen. And yeah, we had their chicken shoyu bowl and their miso tonkotsu bowl. And I think I have a couple of things to say about this one. But I first want to give Kevin the chance to yeah, tell you a little bit about the chicken shoyu bowl that he had, like maybe in comparison to some of the bowls that he had in Japan. What was your impression?
So let's take into account that I'm from Germany, and according to that, I would say it was a good experience. However, I also have been already to Japan, and I know how a traditional ramen should taste like. Taking that into account, I would say it was a very German version of a ramen, which is okay for me. However, if you compare it to a standard ramen in Japan, I would say it would not meet your expectations. And maybe that's the bridge to
yeah,
Sebastian.
And I think expectation management is one of the big points here. And let me maybe start with appearances. So I think the bowl actually looks pretty good. So I think they did a good job, you know, copying what they can see on menus, on pictures, because from the taste, I don't think they've ever tasted what real ramen tastes like, which is quite disappointing, because they have a lot of Asian shops here where you could probably get like better ramen, like instant ramen, than the stuff that they're making. But let's start one by one. I think they don't really understand the concept of, you know, the different components of a bowl of ramen. I didn't see any aroma oil. I didn't see that they're using tare. I think they're just like flatly flavoring a whole pot directly. And from my perspective, breaking it down, the broth itself was fine if they had seasoned it properly. So like the tonkotsu broth itself was supposedly flavored with miso, which I could not taste. I could not taste like almost any salt at all. So what I had to do was like dump a lot of soy sauce in there. There was some Kikkoman soy sauce on the table, and like by dumping really like a substantial amount in there, I could make it bearable. But basically you're sitting there trying to fix the bowl. I also added some of their spicy oil in there. It has also like a quite strong like sesame, I'd almost say stench, but like if you're friendly you would say like aroma, but it was quite obnoxious in my opinion. And what the soup was lacking in flavor or seasoning, the chashu had a little bit too much. So the chashu was like overly salted. I think if you're eating like the noodles and the chashu combined, you end up with like a good seasoning, a good saltiness, salinity level. But yeah, that was then a little bit on the too much side. The toppings, the other toppings were like, all right, I guess that's what you can get in Germany. Disappointingly, or like what I found disappointing, the noodles were really good, and I would have really wished that they paired those noodles with a better soup in the end. I think they were just a little bit overboiled, but if they cut down a little bit on the boiling time, they would have been fine, especially for Germany, better than I would expect. And yeah, in the end, it's kind of waste that you have like this pretty okay tonkotsu broth that then you're kind of wasting by not putting proper seasoning into it, by not understanding what the different components of ramen are. And yeah, it's a little bit sad state of affairs, but I think that's what ramen in Germany is all about. It's more about, you know, finding something new to complain. But I'm still waiting for that one bowl of ramen here in Germany that really makes me go like, okay, that's good stuff. That's a place you need to visit. I heard there's a new place opening in Stuttgart, so I'm looking forward to trying that one in the future. But for now, from Heidelberg, we're probably sticking to beers and sausages from now on here. So, quick rating at the end. What would you say out of 10?
From a German point of view, I enjoyed this bowl, although it was no official ramen, I would say. I would give it a 6.5 out of 10.
All right, 6.5 out of 10 is a little bit high for me. I think a 4.5 because the noodles were not bad. You could season it to your liking, so you could somehow save it. Yeah, but I think a very, very well-meaning 4.5 out of 10. But you know, that's not the worst for Germany. I've had worse here. If you look a little bit into the archive, you will find worse places here in Germany, which partially have closed down by now, fortunately. And I think that's all for now from us from Germany. Thanks for watching. And if you like my videos, click like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.